Oh boy, this is day 9. Oh, this is a tricky one, folks. This is one that is a little bit tricky. So, shortening your contingencies. This is like instead of 30-day financing contingency, which means that you can get out of the contract, but you will lose your option fee. Or another one is the option period, where instead of 10 days, you may ask for 5 days. But there's some risk to go along with this. So when you shorten the option period, of course, you cannot get out of the contract just easy breezy. But, why would you need, more than 5 days? Really, if you move fast, you love this house, then the option period, let's get the inspector in there. You go with the inspector or have your realtor go with him. Get that inspection report done in 5 days, less than 5 days, review it, and then, okay, it's either good or it's not. And this house has some foundation issues, has a new roof. Put it, if we do find some problems, put a little amendment in there. Send an amendment to the seller. Hey, I need you to fix this, or give us this, and here's the execution of contract. We're going to go ahead and terminate if you cannot do that. The reason why is because we're running so much. We're running out of time. So we want to protect our earnest money. Secondly, now this is why it's so important to get your financing in order. You do not want to mess around. You want to make sure you have your finance. If you send your docs in, they're going to ask you for 30 days of pay stubs. They're going to ask you for 2 years tax returns. They're going to ask you for your credit report. They're not going to ask you that. No. They might ask you for your copy of your ID, your social, all that good stuff, and some explanations of, I don't know, who knows. These loan officers are crazy. Excuse me, Shelly. But anyways, okay, so yeah, you need to have your financing in order for this to really happen. If you want to shorten your financing period, what I'm saying is that, okay, you put an offer in, and you shorten the amount of days that you can back out of a contract based on complete loan approval, not pre-approval. Two different things. Pre-approval and full approval are two different things. Pre-approval is like, hey, you submit these docs, it takes you submit your information. Loan officer looks, this is good, credit looks good, okay, you are pre-approved. A full approval is you start sending in the documentation to prove what you said is true. So if I make $10,000 a month, then your bank stubs and your bank statements need to reflect that. If they don't, we may have a problem. This is where our experienced loan officer could be like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. You said you made $10,000, but really you're only making $7,000. These things come up. Or wait a minute, you didn't say you co-signed for a car, or you didn't say you have a divorce decree where you're paying X amount of dollars for child support. Whatever the case may be, something has been overlooked. This is where a full approval comes in. So going back, we're going to shorten our option period. Remember, we're going to move fast. Remember, we're going to be shorted from 10 or 15-day option to 5-day. But you have to get that inspector in there, get the report, make sure that he can make a report in 2 or 3 days. Gives you 1 day to look at it, and then on that day, you make sure that realtor sends in the amendment with repairs or an estimated repairs along with the option period extension. Just to give an explanation of why we need an extension, or if we have to terminate, we have to terminate. No biggie. This is a part of business. We don't want to lose our earnest money. You don't want to lose your earnest money. Secondly, your financing final approval days. You can shorten it from 30 to 15, but only if you have started turning in your docs. Don't try to do this if you are not prepared and you have not been sending in your docs, or maybe you think you can't take the time to stop everything that you're doing and get those docs to that loan officer. Because what happens, she's not the bank. She just works at the bank. She has to submit she has to submit all your docs to an underwriter. Like a processor who does that. So the underwriter is really the person that is she verifies everything, that everything is true. There's no funny business. So those are my tips of the day. I hope you liked it. If you did, we're urgently hoping to work with you by showing you that we're going above and beyond what realtors are doing nowadays. We're going to show you that we're the hardest working realtors and why you should trust us with one of the biggest, if not the biggest purchase of your life, buying a house. It's so important that you dot the I's and cross the T's. See you on the next one, folks. I'm Alan, Yvonne, Shelly, John here at US Prime. We're all working together to get you into your new home. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.